soften, open, relax, and open body position, uncrossing legs and arms, and if possible an erect spine. And then from that position, breathe and allow the breath to go deeply into the body without forcing the breath, allowing the breath, just a natural breath, and then from there becoming aware of the cycle of breath. There is a natural cycle of breath. The in-breath, followed by a pause that leads to an out-breath, and followed by a pause. And you can imagine this as a tide coming up a seashore. The in-breath, the tide, is pulled up the seashore. And there's that moment of holding before the breath is released and the ocean recedes back. And then there's a pause before another wave comes in. And if you imagine following this cycle of breath, and as you do so on the in-breath, imagine you can breathe light into the body of bone and blood. Light. From the universe around 360 degrees. For the universe is made up of light. Light from the stars. Light from the sun. Light from the earth itself. Light. And on the out-breath, imagine releasing anything that no longer serves you. Releasing anything that no longer serves you. Back to the universe. So on the in-breath, allowing light into the body, allow light into the bones of the body. And anywhere you're holding lower frequency energies or programming in the bones, imagine releasing back to the universe as lower energy that can be absorbed by the stars and the light of the sun, and even the earth below. And then replacing that with new light from the sun or stars. Light into the bones. And then light into the organs of the body. All organs, from the heart and lungs, liver, pancreas, spleen, kidneys, bladder. Anywhere you're holding low frequency energies or programming, release back to the universe and allow light to come back to you in the body. Light. All bones, all organs. And then imagine that light can go into all the systems of the body. Digestive system. It holds often a lot of energy that's not even ours. Digestive system. Light. And just relax and release anything that's not yours back to the universe, held in the gut, the large and small intestines. And then also for the reproductive system, that's also another problem area, particularly for women, but not only for women. Breathing light into the womb and uterus for women, and in the testes and hara area for men. Anywhere you're holding low frequency energy, programming, or any cords to any group or person that needs to be dissolved, give permission to release or dissolve all energies from the reproductive system, and breathe more light into this part of the body. More light. And finally, the nervous system, brain, spinal cord, and all nerves. Imagine you could breathe light into this part of the body and releasing anything there, any shock, trauma or stress that may not even be yours, back to the universe. Shock, trauma or stress. And allow more light to flow to you. More light to flow to you. And breathe as you do this and allow this to happen. Just breathe. And as you do this, I call to you your team of the highest light and spirit, your higher self, guides, angels, ascended masters, star races, star councils that are connected to you and are helping you through the ascension process. Your team in spirit of the highest light. Just take a moment to allow that team to form and connect with that team. You may feel a shift in your energy field. A shift. And breathe and allow and open and soften and relax. And to ask your I Am Presence to hold the space around you, a column of light, to hold the space for this meditation, clearing your field. You may feel this as a sphere or a column of light perhaps. With your breath, imagine summoning the crystalline grid of the earth, this crystal white grid from Gaia herself up, with your breath like drawing water from a well up through the feet, up to the legs, up through the torso. The base chakra opens, a great sphere of light opens. The sacral center opens, a great sphere of light opens. The solar plexus opens, a great sphere of light opens. And anchor that light into the heart. Crystalline grid in the heart. Allow all chakras from the heart downwards to align with this grid of the earth, And just allow an adjustment of energy as a higher frequency light from the earth penetrates all of the chakras from the base up to the heart. Opening, aligning, clearing and cleansing. And feel yourself going deep into that crystalline grid as if you can anchor deep into the earth, because the earth is safe. This high frequency energy is safe to anchor in. It's safe to be in the body. It's safe at this time of transition to be on the earth plane. Just breathe with that, and then I call to Metatron to bring down the Christ grid from the stargate of the sun, bringing the grid down from the central sun, down into the room. Golden white fire down. Perhaps that fire wants to flow through the walls and door, windows, ceiling and floor, sealing your room, creating a sacred space. And allow that light to come down to the crown chakra that opens as a great sphere of light opens. Through the head, in the center of the head, the third eye opens, a great sphere of light opens. And down to the throat chakra that opens, a great sphere of light opens. And anchor that energy into the heart. 2 grids of light anchored into this great open sphere of the heart. Holding these 2 grids. And I ask your higher self to help balance and integrate the energies of these grids in your body, and all energy fields, your body and all energy fields. And just take a moment allowing your field to be bathed by these 2 grids and held in a higher frequency light. Finding any lower frequencies in your body, lower frequencies of fear, of anxiety, of blame, shame, judgment, any of those lower frequency energies. Allow the light to find them and just to hold them gently, and where possible to release these from your body. And just breathe and open. Starseeds have something called a soul calling in the body. It starts in the body. This is a calling of light from the soul that says a new life is not only possible but desirable and necessary for you. So whatever stage of life or the journey you're in, you may be at the stage of just feeling something there but you're not sure what it is, or you may have felt it for a while and taken steps towards activating this calling, or you may be well on your journey. Whatever stage you're at, breathe and just summon that calling into your body. A calling to something more, a calling from the future, a calling to a higher frequency of love, a higher frequency of possibility, of miracles. And notice as you breathe and welcome it in your body, where in your body do you feel this calling physically in the body? Some people may feel it in the heart, some in the third eye, some in the hara or belly center, or other parts of the body. Just take a moment of breathing and tuning in. This calling, where in your body do you feel this calling? And notice the size and shape of this energy in the body of calling. And you may think of it in terms of size such as a grape or walnut or apple or melon or basketball, or something even bigger than your whole body. So feel the location and the size of this energy. And then notice, is the energy still or vibrating or pulsing? And breathe into that still or vibrating or pulsing energy. And as you do so, you may notice that the energy may have a color. Just allow the color to come to you of your soul calling. And if that color's, say, green or blue, just go into that green. What kind of green? What kind of blue? What kind of color is it? There may be more than one color. And as you breathe and allow light to flow into that field of possibility, light from the crystalline grid, light from the ascension grid, allow that calling to grow within you in light, in power and intensity. In light and power and intensity. Breathe and allow your team to help you expand and intensify this calling in your body. Just take a moment for that to happen. Also, it's very natural with any calling to have what I call resistance to the calling. A sense of I'm not sure, I don't know if I'm ready, a sense of resistance, a sense of doubt, a sense of, well, I know my current life, it may not be perfect, but I don't know this great unknown. If I follow this energy of calling, I'm unsure about it. I may be afraid or anxious about it. I may be afraid or anxious about others or the impact on others if I follow this calling. So just notice for the moment, putting aside the energy of the calling, where in your body do you feel resistance to following this great unknown? this great unknown destination. We don't know where it's going to lead you. Who knows what challenges lie ahead if you follow this calling? So let's evoke that sense of resistance in your body and see again if you can get a sense of location or feeling tone for this resistance. And we all have our own unique feeling tone for resistance. For some people it's anxiety around not knowing what's in store for us. For others it may be doubt. Am I deluding myself? For others it may be a sense of letting other people down. If I follow my own calling, am I somehow betraying other people? Get a sense of what is the block or resistance to following the light. Following the light. It may be a sense of, well, I don't really know what this light is yet. I haven't formed a clear enough bond to know it. Why should I follow something that I've got no idea what it is? So let's see, where in your body do you feel this resistance? What is the tone of it? What is the tone of it? And if you breathe into that tone, what is the underlying feelings or emotions? There may be a number of emotions there. There may be mental energies there, such as doubt or confusion. They may dovetail into each other. Just notice what's going on in this resistance. And have compassion for yourself and resistance. All resistance is normal, but it doesn't mean it has to stop you. It doesn't mean you have to ignore the resistance. Instead, imagine sending love and appreciation and gratitude for this resistance. For the resistance is essentially a form of braking, a form of ultra caution. And we all need a sense of brake or, slowing down. The trouble comes when the slowing down brings everything to a stop or blocks any movement. So send love and appreciation to this energy. And imagine calling the energy of the crystalline grid up and bathing this resistance in light and grounding this resistance. And if any of this energy is not yours, this resistance, this fear, this doubt, this confusion is not yours, which is possible, give permission now to drain that old energy away to the crystalline. And allow it to be replaced by new fresh energy from the earth herself. You can also drain this energy into the ascension grid, calling on the sun to take this old energy that doesn't belong to you, release it. Some of this resistance may come from your family, from your bloodlines, your ancestors. Some of this resistance may come from other lifetimes that you still resonate with, that makes you wary about following anything of the spiritual nature. Breathe, open, soften, relax, and allow more light to penetrate this resistance and open it and expand it. And notice as you watch and feel that the light may get lighter as the older energy is drained away. As you do this process of releasing the old and holding it in gratitude and love, imagine also holding your soul calling at the same time. Two energies. the movement forward to your future, and the fear and resistance that comes from your past. Imagine, if you can, connecting those two energies in your body. The calling from the future connects to the energy of the resistance from your past, your conditioning, the imprints from the past saying, don't go there, stay safe, better the devil you know, whatever is the resistance. And allow the calling from the future to begin to infuse the resistance from the past. And perhaps you might even see these two energies merging to some extent, so that the energy of the future begins to infuse the energy of the past. And as you breathe and open and soften and relax, you may notice that the energies of both begin to shift and change. As you embrace both the possibility of future and the conditioning of, or the warning or the caution from the past, allow both to be there. Both to be possible within you, so that even though the past says be wary, the future says it's okay and it's safe, take the step. Take the step. Feel these two energies within you. It's safe, you're guided, you're going to enter a new flow, even if that flow at the beginning is wobbly. Even if that flow at the beginning is wobbly, it's safe to enter the flow. The flow will hold you. And allow the flow to hold the old fear or resistance in your body, so that the fear and resistance can melt as it's held in the light of the grids, in the light of your team of highest resonance in spirit. It's safe to move forward. It's necessary to move forward at your own pace. There's no rush. There's no time scale forcing you to do this within a month or 2 months. You do it when it feels right. Timing is all important. But allow the energy of the future and the past to merge within you. Allow the love within you to hold the fear or caution within you. And allow that love and possibility to expand through your whole body. Imagine sending that love and possibility from the future down the timeline of your past, back to your past, back to your conditioning, back to your adolescence, back to your child, back to your self in the womb. Anywhere where you felt afraid, contracted, alone, send love. Send the possibility of the future to your past. So that you're merging the timeline of past and future in one great light, held by the grids, and breathe and open and allow all these energies to play out within you as we just begin to allow the energies to release slowly from you. And this process will probably continue beyond this meditation. The process will continue within you for the evening or the day ahead. So just breathe, and we just thank the grid from the earth, the crystalline grid of the earth, and allow it to gently recede in intensity, not completely, but allow the intensity to diminish. And thanking the ascension grid and allowing the intensity to diminish, not going completely. And this thanking the energy from the past that's trying to keep you safe, protected, and allow that energy to diminish. And feeling the light of the future calling you forward, calling you forward, and just allow that to diminish to whatever extent you wish in your body, in your energy fields. And breathe and open and soften, relax. And thanking your team of highest resonance and light and spirit. Begin to come back to your body. Begin to come back to your body. Your body of bone and blood, and breathe. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes. And begin to breathe more deeply to ground and come back into the body. Back into the body.